Yo, what's up, guys? Top Ramen here, and today I'm going to be playing a little gem on the Game Boy Advance. Some of you might have heard of it. It's called Elf Bowling 1 and 2. So we get two games in one here. Let's just go with the original, just because, why not? This is how God intended us to play. Nice. That was an easy strike right there. Clean strike. If only bowling in real life were that easy. We do not have the gutter blockers up because we are going to challenge ourselves. Gutter blockers are a ton of fun. If you ever go bowling and you put those things up, you can just play around with them a ton and bounce things back and forth. Bounce the ball back and forth. So it seems like we're just going to be aiming for the middle every single time, and that should net us some points. Yes, I acknowledge that this is not the most interesting choice for a video, but I thought, you know what? I christened myself as the connoisseur of the obscure, and so let's not play some fucking Mario. We're not going to play Pikmin. We're going to play something truly out of the dollar bin here. Kids these days probably don't have it, and man, I feel old saying that, but when I was a kid, you used to be able to go to the video game store, and they would have movies and video games in a giant bin just for $1 that you could buy. And those were typically games like this that nobody wanted to play. You had Barbie in there, stuff like that. Or just movies that, were mass-produced that everybody had already seen a million times, like Homeward Bound or something. Now, this is really dating myself here, but I must confess that when I was about 14 or so, I actually had a pretty decent VHS collection. I had all the Disney movies on VHS. I had some other movies like Jurassic Park. There was a movie about cybercrime from the 90s, and it had one of those really cheesy hacking scenes in it. And then I was really into if I go to the thrift store and pick up a VHS that had no title on it, just something someone recorded at home, you could either get an episode of Star Trek or a Zumba video, or there's just so much stuff out there to find. You know what I mean? And it seems like with Walmart and Amazon and all these places, you're kind of restricting yourself to the mainstream. Amazon has admittedly a huger selection than Walmart, but there's so much out there that's just undetected by the modern machine of capitalism. That bitch moved. I saw him move. You know what I mean? It's there's so many hidden gems, and I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over, but most of the best stuff is not found at the library. It's found scrawled in a bathroom at Sizzlers or just in a random notebook somewhere. That's why it's always important to make friends with people, because you never know what cool artifacts they have, and that type of stuff enriches culture. It's just so much more culturally rich to have a world where we share our art privately than where we're selling $1 million paintings. Because in my opinion, every painting is $1 million painting, because every painting has a story behind it. Anyways, I didn't even mention this, but I'm not homeless anymore, so I'll be able to make a lot more videos. I'm sitting in my bedroom. I finally have my own space. So for the past 6 months or so, I haven't had my own space, which is why my videos have been so infrequent. But yada yada yada, you get the point. And we got an achievement, it looks like. What would I rate this game out of 10? Probably a 3. I'd probably give Elf Bowling a 3 because there's not a lot going on here. It's a very simple bowling game. Probably better than the Flintstones bowling, to be honest, but because, you know, it's an actual bowling game. Alright, and let's check out Elves in Paradise. And we're going to play 1 player. I didn't know this had a 2-player mode. Oh, this one you're bowling with the elf. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, well, I didn't even know what I was doing, so... I thought the farther the better, but, you know, I guess it doesn't work that way. I'm not really doing anything. It's not letting me control the elf, and if that's a pin, then I don't know why I just... You know what? This is actually a huge mess. I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Peace out. I just want to keep y'all updated and in the loop and everything.